Welcome back. How did you get on? I'm now going to show you a few things about this document. How do they compare with your ideas? Let's look at the different columns again and the headings or titles at the top of each column. We've got the name of the street, the name and surname of each person, their age, their profession or job, where they were born, and so on. The very end column tells us about different disabilities. Some of the language used is quite upsetting to use today and would not be an acceptable way to describe people now. So what type of information is this document collecting? Well, it's personal information about people living in a particular area, in this case the City of Westminster. This type of document is called a census. This is a count of everyone in the UK on a particular day. The first census took place in 1801, and there has been one held every 10 years since then, apart from during the Second World War. The last census held in the UK was in 2011, so if you were alive and living in the UK at that time, then your name will appear on that document. So now we know that this is called a census and was taken in the City of Westminster. It was held in 1851, and this page, page 19, shows us a very important household living in Buckingham Palace at the time. The royal family, of course. But of course, who was head of the household, the person in charge? Well, here it's listed as HRH Francis Albert Augustus Charles Emmanuel, a very long name. This person's title, HRH, stands for His Royal Highness. Who is his wife and what is her job? Alexandrina Victoria is his wife, and she is the Queen. There are also 7 children listed. The youngest is only 11 months old, and you can also see that there are other people living in the household, the servants, including a wardrobe maid and a maid of honour. But what else can we tell from the document? Well, even the Queen was included in the census, so this tells us that everyone had to give this information. It needed to be as accurate as possible. Families were also big in those days too. Queen Victoria has 7 children. How big is your family? Finally, what about the names of the people? Are these names different or still used today? Well, we've discovered a lot about this document, haven't we? It has revealed much information about Queen Victoria and her family. So now I'm going to set a mini challenge for you. When you're ready, click on part 4.